In this video, we're going to explore how you can use the if statement together with conditional formatting. And this skill can be very useful because with this you can combine and do again nice designs. We're going to dashboards where you can make logic, and basically the logic will help you pay attention or help you think along. So this is really nice because that's why I really love dashboards. If you can put in conditions which help you to remind if this is a good decision or not, or if this is a good margin or not. So let me explain here. For example, here, this is one of our previous videos we made, which is a baker recipe costings calculator, which you can search as well on YouTube. You can find it immediately. And what we did here was we created a costing calculator based on this for making a ABC frosting, American buttercream frosting recipe. Here we have the recipe ingredients or the amount of grams that we have in here that will be calculated here, and then we have the total cost and the profit. And the profit is based on selling price minus the cost. However, here in this case we can select here different brands, and once we select different brands which matches pricing, everything else starts to adjust. What we want to do here now is like build a reminder, and a reminder is we have a requirement. Every cake or product or frosting that we are selling should have a minimum earning or a minimum profit margin of 40%. To make sure what it is, well, we know here what's the selling price and we know what's the cost. So we know immediately what's the profit here. So what we have to do is we have to make ourselves, or we have to just build a reminder in. And if it's 40% or above, we make the color green. If it's below, we give a warning sign and make it red. So how to do this? Well, first of all, let's start with the basics. We're going to calculate the percentage. How to do that? Well, very simple. We type an equal here, and then we say our profit margin divided by the amount of, or by the selling price equals profit. All right, you can see this is the percentage. If you are just in the comma, you might see this, like in this way. So what you have to do is just press the percentage, and then you just give it a decimal to make it nice. Usually with percentage, having one decimal is recommended. Alright, so we have 33.8%. Basically, this will not achieve the desired result. What we can do here is basically this. We can give here already a warning. So let me just move this for a while to another place. Alright, we give here the warning. If the warning would be like this, we could do this. There's an if statement option. Yeah, where you can say if this is larger, yes, remember this is larger, then that equals yes, oh sorry, I need to put in here yes, comma, else it is no, since there's only two options you can have. Alright, so in this case, no. So let's select here, let's change the option, let's remove this or change it to White Rose brand, which is a budget brand, and now we have everything working. So this is our if statement, and you can simplify this if statement by just doing this. If this is larger than that, true. All right, and if it's not, let's select here the expensive brand, Wilton. There you are. Then we have false or no. All right, so this works fine. However, we're not here only to have this text. What we can do basically with this, we could do a conditional formatting, yes, saying the following. We're going to make a new rule or highlight the cell rule, and then we say it's equal to. All right, then we say the following: if this cell that we selected equals to this cell contains, and the cell value contains specific text containing, then we say yes. We don't have to do double quotations here. Why? It understands it's a cell with text. So what happens is we'll build in the double quotations automatically. If it's yes, we're going to say green. All right, confirm. All right, you can see now this works. However, probably you might not want this, or you don't want this really. You can maybe build it in here. It doesn't make sense to have it here if you can do it already on the cell here. So how can we do this one? Well, we can do conditional formatting because we did it here. We have this is the if statement, and this is even the simplified if statement. Yeah? We're going to do the simplified if statement on this cell with conditional formatting. Selecting conditional formatting, select the cell where you want to put it, in this case the profit cell. And we're going to put in here highlight cell equal to. Alright, when we do equal to, what are we going to do here? Because we need to calculate the percentage. Well, what we need to do is basically two steps. We need to calculate the percentage, which is 44, and then we have the if statement comparison. All right, so we're going to select here, use a formula to determine which cell to format. Select that. All right, and then we say this divide by that. Yes, so this is how we calculate the percentage. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in here parentheses. And the reason why is to give this priority. And then we say if this is bigger than the value that we desire, the margin percentage, we make this green. You can even do a custom fill, but whatever. Anything you want. Confirm. Alright, so that works nice. So this is built in. Save your time, you can remove these, and then you're done. So what happens now if it becomes more expensive? Alright, that's what we don't want. We want to see here as well the same item. So what we're going to do is the following is this. We're going to do here another conditional. We do another equal to. And our equal to will be again a formula. And this formula will be exactly the opposite of what we just did. So we say instead of bigger than, we make it smaller than. So we say this divide by this, then put it in parentheses just to give this priority in Excel. Then we say smaller, and this is the arrow, smaller, so this is bigger than that. Alright, and this makes it red. Confirm. Alright, so now if we play around with it, we do McCormick, you can see here our price goes, or our profit is going up, and it becomes green. So what happened now is, let's say we want to do this 50%. Now it becomes red. Why? Because the percentage amount is lesser. So let's double check this to be sure. You can see now this is our percentage, and if our target is or desired profit margin would be 50%, we are not hitting the mark here. So what we have to do is we have to probably change the product to see what we can do. But you can see now our pricing is starting to work very well in our favor, and this is really the way how you can play around with it, helping you to have a reminder. Because most important, especially if you're in business, is how much is your profit margin. And your only goal eventually is, if you look at all these business programs where they talk about that, especially the profit, if you like to watch that one, I really love that one. The profit, which is a series from Marcus and Lemonis, shows you exactly. It's always talking about what is your profit margin, and then if we sell, this is what they always talk about. This is quite interesting. So, well, if you have a product and you are able to cut the cost from, let's say, it was from 250, you put it up and you can make, you can cut the cost where the profit goes up with 50 peso or 50 cents or $1, and you sell 10,000 items of these, or well, that's what they always calculate. Yes, then you will see how important this becomes, and this is really fun, to be honest. This is really the fun part of studying this part. So you can see here. This is the difference would be, if this would be only that, you make a 500,000 peso more just by selling 50, just by cutting your cost, increasing it. And then basically what they do is they remove everything that costs much, or where the profit margins are low. This is why this is good. So if this would be the things, then I say, well, no, look, this is not good. All right. So here, let's give you an example here as well, so you have an extra idea. And this is why this becomes important. So you have understanding why you're doing this. So imagine this. Let's say we're going to sell 1,000 items of these. Yes. This is our profit. Multiplied by, to make sure I need to put in this. I will hard code this for now. Yes, so we say this times that. Alright, that's a lot of money. Alright, let's say now we're able to, let's compare this. Let's put in another brand, Wilton. Alright, more expensive. You can see our profit is lower. So this is our profit, 93.75. With the same formula, you can see how much is the extra earning without doing anything except cutting your costs. It's 50,000 pesos more. And that is a lot. That is a lot. And you can understand now, this is why profit margins are extremely important in business. If you don't do anything different except just cutting your costs, you basically would say have the same amount of sales, earning just a little bit more without doing any work. And this is basically how you do this, and this is why you make sure you pay attention to profit margin, because most commonly many businesses start to increase their costs by doing something that is not related, or they're not checking the costing, they're not checking the products, not asking their way how to speed up the process where you can increase your profit margin, even if it's a 10 cents, 20 cents, or $1, or whatever percentages. Every percentage eventually counts if you sell 1,000 items a day, 10,000 items a month, 200,000 items a year. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this a bit. This is the financial background of understanding why profit margin is so important, but also having a clear understanding why this is important and how you can do the conditional formatting together with an if statement. If you like my channel, subscribe to this and you will get more. Subscribe to my channel, you will get more videos about Excel and some nice background information about business. And if you have a question, just ask me, put it down in the comment section below. And maybe you're struggling with something in Excel and you need my help. Just let me know. Put it in the comment section below what you're trying to achieve with Excel, and I will try to make that and make a video of that for you, and I will put it on YouTube.